And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Tua, a final shot before half. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Now Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And we are underway from Miami.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
All right, come on.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
21G. Ready.
On second down, Tua. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Niners go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
The game at 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Now Tua going to change the play.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards there and a first down. But just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Connects with Kittle underneath. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And now an audible here into something else. 2 and now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Stinger. Let's go.
Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Robbie Chosen. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On the West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Channing Timber. He's to the 15.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. Across midfield. He's on his way. Deebo Samuel.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
35. 49ers 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes! Miami football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They complete it to Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. Certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
49ers 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams and trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Well, Tua's going to change things up.
10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set. Fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Purdy now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he's
under pressure and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Tua going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Now Purdy.
This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will cut this lead down to 25.
49. 49ers 24.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That ball caught. It's chosen.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run. Achane.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First down, San Francisco.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Purdy with one final shot here.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.